right, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode, another week of making cool sculpts, and hopefully we can finish this one up. We got very close, very far with the first week's one. I'm very happy with where we're at, and we're going to be focusing on expressions and just adding a couple of details. Like some of the hair, I'd like to add a little few strands. We'll see. But we're continuing Kraven today. If you didn't see the thumbnail, none of that. But we got that going on today. I also, if I finish quick enough, we've got Woodford here. I got that in today. Might crack that open and check that out. I'm looking forward to this one. That's pretty cool. I love that the way they do these boxes now. But I am not a fan of how much these suckers cost. It went from $95 to $116 and then $20 shipping. It's too damn much. I don't like that. But I passed on Crab Louie because he came with nothing. This one was a lot more different, at least. But yeah, Crab Louie was, even though it was a Dog Nocturnal villain, and I feel like I have to get the Dog Nocturnal stuff. For me, any of the Rumble Society stuff I really want to pick up, that's all. But I had to get Woodford. Very more unique. I'd like to get that. Works for the display. I like that it's more green, so it pops on in the display area. So I had to get him, but yeah, Crab Louie right after that, he's not worth it. So maybe in the future I'll pick him up later on. I don't know, but for now, no. That's pretty much it as far as like things I've got in recently. I got Adam Warlock here, actually. That's recent. I got that the day after the stream, like on Tuesday. I got him in from Hasbro Pulse. So, and I got Dawkins as well, but he's in the display already for Dark Avengers. I got put him in the Cosmic Shelf, and I think I have Banshee on the way. So I'm looking forward to Banshee. Put him in the X-Men display. Add more, and then get him Adam Warlock with the what's it called? Thanos that I have over there. I gotta pick up Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Iron Man is. I'll maybe pick it up if I see it on sale or something. It's cool, but I don't need it right now. It's not like a standalone character. It's just another Iron Man armor. But I do want to be making on what's it called? Hall of Armor, like the wall mounts. So that might be a reason to pick him up in the future. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. I saw, man, I don't know who it was. They were making these hero pods, is what they called them. They had the guys making like little display stands for pops and stuff like that. That was cool. It's a good idea. But the hero pod things it seems like it needs a little bit more detail. And I'd like to try to get my hands on it. So he posted which pucks, they're like light pucks that you can recharge. I'm gonna take those pieces and see if I can create a new shell for it, maybe for a Hall of Armor, and go from there. Make something for figures. But yeah, that's pretty much it for pickups today. So we'll jump into our sculpting here. Give me 1 second. Let's put off to the side. In the meantime, how about you guys? You guys pick up anything? Anything good? Oh, Missy, yeah, she's in. Snips is in the shot, just waiting. It's too funny. Anyways, let's see here. Share screen. Oh, also, Guy Jim, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. I'm always happy to see you guys in here. Oh man, my nose. All right, let's see here. References. All right, we'll put up that reference for now. Actually, we'll leave that. We'll use this one since we're going to be working on the expressions. But so you can see in this one at least, he's got these little strands of hair that I like to incorporate in there somehow. Maybe I'll do it like so. This one it's kind of going the opposite way. The hair is kind of coming from this side. Oh, sorry, kind of coming from this side and going over. Maybe I can do the strand kind of coming up. No, I guess I still could, because yeah, it's kind of here and then it's combed over more over this way. But I think I can just do the strand going up this way. Let's go with load. I gotta load the brush. Go. Okay, let's do. Let's see how this brush looks. Subtool. Yeah, we'll use this one. Might be a little too. It's not bad. I think I want to switch it though. This might be okay. Let's use this one. Let's see. Yeah, let's use this one instead. And then let's go. We want to split that off. Bring this down here. Bring that in. Maybe it has to be a little bit further over here. Let's go. Let's see here. Smash Lab, Chris is in the house. What's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy? How's your Domino's side business going? Your side job? Let's see. Let's go. Got ST. Okay, switch to my stylus. Oh, well, I gotta plug that sucker in. Did you guys do anything for May the 4th? You guys watching some Star Wars? The what's it called? The new Tales of the Underworld came out, and it was good. I liked watching it. I would like to see more of Asajj Ventress and Lyco. I want to see how that what they Snips. Chill. Good Lord, puppy. Too damn much. Let's see. We want standard. Let's do. I got Dynamesh this sucker. Dynamesh? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Anyways, but yeah, Tales of the Underworld was a good watch. Go check it out if you haven't yet. I definitely want to see more from Star Wars animation. And I don't even know if there's any projects being in the making at the moment. Anyways. So last I heard, they kind of stopped working. They shut down that studio, but then I keep seeing projects coming out. I don't know, maybe they shut it down and renamed it as something. It's happened before. Alright, get this little strand of hair looking nice. I think I'll probably do. Should I do one more? Like another small one right here? I should probably put that toward the edge here. Yeah, let's do. Do this one a little bit closer. And then let's do one more here. Let's do a different. Let's try to see if we can find a different one. It's not too big, dang. Let's see here. A little too much here. Let's turn off the hair. Let's see what it does. That's what kind of sucks, is it wants to follow it. It's too much. It's too big. There you go, that's probably better. Better start at least. Dang, that's weirdly thick. There we go. Okay, it should be. That's the one we were already using. Let's go to this one. No, I don't want to use these. Puppy, chill. Stop freaking out. Freaking out over nothing, puppy. He wants attention. Oh. She wants all the snacks. All right, let's split unmasked. Not too much. Gaijin says, I forgot about May the 4th. I keep thinking it's still April. Yeah, right? Hey, if you don't, you still have time because you can celebrate Revenge of the 5th. You can still get something in. And a Shadow, what's up, man? Appreciate you jumping here. So far, all is well. Things are doing okay. Surviving. Triple Toys, yeah, what's up, man? Good to see you guys in here. Appreciate you guys jumping in here. Where did my hair go? There it is. Yeah, I think this will be okay. Okay, let's go. Last time I checked, Amazon restocked the Black Series Visions running. Oh, nice. How much is it going for? I mean, personally, I'm not gonna be picking that one up. I stopped collecting Black Series. As much of a Star Wars fan I am, I can't deal with Black Series. Either they need a better articulation or they need to drop the price down. It's hurting me too much. Like, I could do vintage collection sometimes. Or I gotta be very, very picky if I do Black Series. That kind of matches. Make sure it's in the right size. Shoot, it's a little too. Right here is a little too thin. Gotta beef this area up. Damn, $70. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, see, that's too much for me. I picked up the figure arts, the twins from Visions, and I think I probably posed them up once. I didn't even put them in the collection, and that was probably a bad buy. They're cool and all, but just not cool enough to be able to keep out there. And when I try to sell them, I don't think I've sold them yet. I try to sell them, but no figures yet. I got a bunch of stuff I gotta try to sell, but I stopped being able to go to like vending opportunities. So I haven't sold a bunch of my figures yet. So I don't know what. Maybe I should try to jump on Instagram and try to do it through stories, maybe. But I feel like my engagement on Instagram has been horrible. So even if I did, nobody would freaking see it. I gotta figure out what's going on with my Instagram because yeah, I see like even the post I did for today's like usually they don't do very well at all. When anytime I post my weekly stream, notifications, they get maybe like 7 likes, but like today it was like one that I got maybe 2 hours after posting it. I don't know. It just seemed like either nobody cares or nobody sees it. I don't know which one it is. Because if I post modeled stuff, it's like a same situation. It doesn't get that much engagement. If I posted something painted, it gets a lot of engagement. So that's what kind of sucks. Just gotta figure out. I don't know if I'm just not posting right or if I'm not posting enough. Why is it not? There we go. A little bit better, I guess. All right, let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see if we can play with this a little bit more. I think that might be better. Shoot. That's fine. I haven't tried to throw into the Toy Amigos Discord. Yeah, I do. I'll probably throw it up in there. See if anybody's interested in looking stuff because I got some like Figmas, bunch of legends that are like have had updates, so I don't need them for my display anymore. But yeah, Instagram is flawed as hell right now for sure. I feel like if you're not posting reels, you're not getting any engagement. If you're not thirst trapping, you're not getting engagement. Most likely not you. IG pushes out certain creators and their content while everyone else gets disregarded. Basically, even as a hobby for photography, it just kills. It really does. And when you don't get engagement, it really kills your motivation for things. Like even doing this on YouTube, I feel like I need to jump on Twitch as well because I feel like my growth here hasn't really, gone more. And it's a little bit on me. I need to do more to put myself out there, I guess, or to advertise in a way. But I just every time I advertise, because through Instagram, it just doesn't get it just gets overlooked, or I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't do anything. All right, so we got that little hair puff. I think we're okay with that. Let's go a little bit thinner. Let me redo it again. Let me do a different version of it. And let's do a little bit thinner instead. So I feel like that's a little too thick. So let's go here, turn off base head. Stupid thing. Let's see, let's go to this one. Might be still too thin. That should be okay. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Okay, so that's better. Come on, I don't want to... Reels are also a huge factor too, and obviously consistent posting, but even then, negatively affect engagement. It gets harder for creators to find a sweet spot. Yeah, I know. Reels, I got to do more reels for sure, and that's the problem. Is my kind of content it's a little bit more difficult to create reels because it's a picture. Maybe to do what I see some people doing, where it's like a picture with just music as a reel. Let's do split masked. Do move here. Let's see. I don't know. What's better, guys? Do you think I should go a thin one? A little bit bigger than this. Give me a second here, guys. Little dickhead. Yeah, you think should I do a small version like this, or do we keep it with this larger puff here? I feel like the larger puff just doesn't blend as well. Let's see, how do I make this work? Maybe it's like the way the hair has to go. Let's do, like, if I were to take this, let's duplicate this. Backtrack that a little bit. It's like I don't really want to do all of that again, but turn that off. And then let's do EST. Let's put this back out again. All right, let's try this again with, I'm gonna try to see if I can make the brush strokes go across here. Let's do a stronger brush. See, that's what it's like. I could. My problem with the time lapse sculpting is it doesn't do a time lapse of like the project itself. It does a time lapse of a subtool. So which everything else, like this is a subtool. This individual one is a subtool, so it has the memory. You can see the history. So it would basically just do this all the way through. And I'd have to have all that history there. It deletes it after a while too. So it's like that doesn't work, unfortunately. I wish it did. So that's what sucks. It's like if you were to do a quick sculpt, I can create a time lapse of it if it's just keep it at one subtool. Try to blend this back in a little bit. It's not too bad. It's a little bit better now. Let's go a little bit smaller. And then, the other thing I got to do is more of set up Twitch, so that way when I'm doing this, I'm also on Twitch as well at the same time. So I feel like Twitch is a little bit better for this kind of situation. With YouTube, I feel like are better for like quick videos or just, not live videos. I feel like live stuff is a little bit better on Twitch. It's a little bit better here. I think this is a little too tall. Move it down a little bit. Okay, and then bring this part in a little bit as well. Push this back. And bring down. Now let's turn off here and here. Bring this in. Yeah, right. So I think, this is definitely a better situation now that kind of blends a little bit better with that piece. Back on. Yeah, I think this is looking better. Trying to add a little bit more details so that way it pops a little bit more. Sometimes it can look too smooth when I don't notice it until I print it. Yeah, okay. I think this is a little bit better. And I don't want it coming too far off the head also because it makes it harder to print. It's better if it's kind of like attached a little bit here. But let's see if I can have it hooking down rather than up like it was. Let's see, move this down and in. Let's go here. Transparency, let's grab this. Here. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, yeah, I'm fine with this. Okay, let's move away from the hair. Let's start trying to work in some expressions now. Let's do stoic. That's that one, and then let's do this. We'll go for this smiley face. We'll do another devious smile. Okay, let's turn off the sash for now. That looks funny. If I were to lose the stash, let's see, do I lose the stash? Kind of gives me Punisher vibes. Where is his goatee at? Oh, there it is. Wow, that's just... Why does this look like a better version of the Punisher that I did earlier? That's too funny. You gotta turn off the stash. You gotta turn off the term. Damn, do I just sell this right here as another Punisher? That's too funny. I'm gonna delete this version. Okay, alright, so we've got this. Turn on symmetry. Alright, he's got a very cheesy smile here. Let's see here. Turn off stoic. And it kind of wraps up. In here. Okay. That kind of. Let's see. How much did that mess with the nose? That part's fine. I'll make sure I don't start messing with the nose area. So masking, blur that. Okay. All right, let's go bring this up and bring this in. Okay. And widening the mouth actually works to make him less like Punisher? Yeah, it does, huh? That's funny. Bastion without the stash, but only with the goatee. Oh, like the from X-Men Bastion. If I were to give him the white hair. Yeah, I could see that. That's funny. Okay, so let's take let's see here. I guess I can take the masking here. I'll just bring down the bottom lip area. I'm gonna resculpt that. Just make sure I'm getting the face as it needs to be. Then let's go masking, blur that. Now we can mess with this. Let's see here, maybe I mask out the. I'm gonna mask at the bottom. I just want to make sure I don't touch the bottom area of the chin. It's okay if this area comes down a little bit, but it reminds you of Steve Harvey. Yeah, no doubt. Especially with that the way that stash is. Stash definitely gives Steve Harvey. Let's go, since I blurred it out over here, let's kind of sharpen this back out. Now we can move. Fuck it. I'm just gonna close this area up. We'll resculpt this area. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go to geometry, Dynamesh. We want to make sure it's high enough. Okay. Alrighty, so from here, let's dig out this trenched. And I gotta bring in the new teeth as well. Turn off this quick save. At least you get a lot longer duration. So here, definitely want this to kind of come down a little bit more. So too much straightness. We want to be like that. All right, let's bring the teeth in. Let's see how we're looking with the teeth. All right, cool. All right, definitely gotta be bigger. And I think I need to go a little bit wider with these as well. Okay, so let's bring out the backs. Here, something like that. And then I think the top area needs to come in. Maybe not. I just gotta make sure I mess with this area, I guess. It's not bad, I guess. I'll mess with this later because I gotta fix this little thing here. Let's see here. Polygroups, auto group, and we'll take this, swap it to color, and that should be better. All right, so now this. Not so straight. Needs to be brought up like that. And then the lips have to curl underneath the teeth a little bit more. Okay, so we'll go here. And then I think on the next stream, I was thinking of doing a new version of Kazar's his little gauntlets, but there'd be Dino Hide versions. Be a new gauntlet and necklace. There's a different way I wanted to do the necklace, and I figured it might as well. And, you know, and then like I think I said before that the that Kazar set was like my biggest seller. I was selling a bunch of those suckers. Yeah, it's a lot. I have some alphas that are kind of like dragon scales that I'm gonna try to using those because I want to update my Inferno sculpt as well. So I want to get this pack. So I might use that, and it'll help me kind of get that nice texture for dinosaur, dragon scales, stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. Triple Toy says it's a great set for Kazar. Thank you, man. I just feel like, whoops, wrong one. I just feel like I want to redo mostly I want to redo the necklace, but then I had somebody else also mention they wanted some dino hide looking, the gauntlet kind of areas, the bandages, wraps. There we go. And I was like, I already wanted to do it anyways, might as well. Adam Warlock's neutral face, and now new Miles Morales unmasked head and an alternate X-23 head. Those. I'm trying to remember what were some of the latest Marvel Legends waves or what's coming up next. If you can make pieces corresponding with them, yeah. I think Miles is a good idea. Adam Warlock is nice too. Adam Warlock just has the one. Yeah, he kind of has just more of a very like a gritting teeth face, and I don't really need that with Adam Warlock. I want something nice and neutral, I would say. So that's a good one. I do like the Adam Warlock one. The Miles is good too. I feel like Miles can get some more expressions. Maybe a fun one to have some expressions with too as well. Okay, so let's play with the stash. Let's bring stash down here. Duplicate. Call this one rename Stoic. This one Smile. Then turn off the Stoic one. Stash. Let's do duplicate. Stoic. And then Smile. Alright, cool. So let's move this sucker up. Sure, I'll need to do the eyebrows as well, but because I want to make one a little bit more higher up. Also for the Let's do. Give him a little bit more like this. I think this might be better. Kind of like that. This eye. It's like I like the idea of using this insert here, but the way I did the eyes here, but I don't know. Might not work as well. Let's carve it out real quick. See what happens. Yeah, flare the nostrils a little bit too. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's make the nostrils go up a little bit more as well. Then I think I've had to like relax the brows a wee bit. Smooth stash up. Nice curl into that area there. That looks nice. Let's get here. Let's get this up. All right, that's not too bad. Turn off the stash real quick. Let's see, PST. Let's turn on the smile. Oops, that's not what I want. And then this can kind of come back and get carved in. Where's my thing? There it is. Let's go here. I don't really need to do that, but let's do. Make sure we get this curve in here. Is it the curve I want? Let's see here. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's go back to the detail brush. Let's carve it back in a little bit. Okay, let's fix this real quick. Go. Okay, let me add to a little bit more to the to these lips here. Let's do detail, just the slightest bit. Very nice. There you go. That looks pretty good, right? If we zoom out, I'm looking at it. Let's do, I think I need to fix the eyebrow here. So let's do a duplicate. Rename this one Stoic. And then rename this one Smile. And then let's turn that off. And then let's do some asymmetry with the eyebrow here. Let's bring this up a wee bit. There we go. What if we did Muse or White Tiger from Daredevil Born Again? Something recent that I don't know if they'll get Marvel Legends figures. Since I don't collect MCU, I don't really see myself creating MCU figures. It's MCU sculpts. But I don't know, maybe. See, my thing is oftentimes I find like when I did the Maker, nobody even bought that one because it doesn't have a base body to at least work off of. It's harder for some of these things to sell too when it has to require a specific custom body and stuff like that, like for people to actually want to go out there and create this figure. If it's just like, oh, I need to add an extra expression to a head sculpt, it does a little bit better. But I mean, regardless, not much of my shit sells, but different story. Muse might be a different situation. I feel like because it's similar, it could be similar to the comics. If I can make a comic one, maybe we can make that work. Because even personally, I don't really care for like the Muse with that you can see his eyes. I liked when it's just like a red, almost like it's all scarred in the inside. I think that would look pretty cool. But it was Bullseye was the other one that we wanted to create. All right, so next week we'll take 1 week to do the Kazar glove things, and then the following week we'll do Bullseye. That's what we'll do. Cause I forgot about Bullseye. But yeah, this is looking good. I like this. This looks good. This is my sculpt. Fix this here. Yeah, between these two, I like these two. These look good. Let's, you know what? Let me carve in here a little bit here. There we go. I just want to make sure there's a little bit of like you just start seeing some roundiness happening there. Go. And then let's fix the gums here. I feel like I need to add a little bit more to that. That's geometry. Just divide that a little bit. Let's turn off symmetry. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Let's kind of carve in here a little bit. I kind of want this to be a curve in here. When we see the lips, I want to start seeing it curved onto it. Better. Let's do. I think we need to add a little bit more here. Oh shit. Then let's go with tail. Let's bring this part a little bit further in. That. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright, I think we're done with this version. I would like a new comic Kraven 2 for sure, since I missed out on the other one. I would definitely like one. Blind Spot, I mentioned him before as a character I wanted them to do. I haven't mentioned him as something that I wanted to sculpt. Let me see. Let me look at Blind Spot real quick. So I want to try to take a look at like what his outfit looks like. Like what it's a pretty basic outfit as far as could be done on it. Here, 1 second, guys. Let me share this with you. Let me show this off real quick. Let's save this though. I'm happy with this. I think we'll probably be done with this for now. I may or may not do another one, different version. We'll see. Oh, you know what? I might do the gridded teeth fun. I think I'll do that, but we'll do that. Do that later. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. There we go. All right. So for Blind Spot. Like even looking at this one, it's a pretty basic figure. He's a pretty skinny guy too, compared to Daredevil. That new Ultimate Miles Morales, would that be too small? Or does that have details into it? No, it's pretty flat, so that could be useful. It's not the best, but just because they use older legs onto this new body. Interesting. It's crazy that This figure is the same size as this one, and it's like much more articulated. But that's where the drawback of these hips are, because they use these hips from I can't remember who it was. They used it from somebody else. Oh my god, do you guys remember this old Miles Morales figure? Oh, that was horrible. That was a crazy sculpt. I had that one for a little bit. It was like kind of hunched and like crickety. Like, oh, that was a bad figure. I think it also didn't have any joint, like wrist swivel. All right, back to Blind Spot. And that Blind Spot could be fun to do. He's not too difficult. He's got his hair coming out. Like, the only thing that's difficult about this character is the way he was been drawn. It's only been in, John Romita Jr.'s art style? There we go. It's a little bit better. I just need other art style for people to mess with it, so I could see it in a either different angle or a different way of rendering it to help me kind of understand what it is. I mean, I guess in this situation, it's a mask, like just a pullover mask. Because sometimes it just looks like this would be a hard piece or not. I don't know. Like, here's a good representation of it. Yeah, maybe it's just a pullover mask with the hair coming through, kind of like Gambit. Yeah, the new Miles body is really small. I thought it could have worked for Wiccan, but it's probably better for Power Pack or Franklin Richards. Yeah, Power Pack for sure. Franklin Richards, I would definitely take that one if they didn't already just do that version. Which I haven't opened that one up. I have that 2-pack, and I do need to open it up. And now maybe I can put it on my Fantastic Four wall mount. I can move, because I have the Bombastic Bagman on my... Oh, and speaking of which, let's see here. You can get your Bombastic... I have my Bombastic Bagman on the Fantastic Four wall mount. But, I've got this one that... I have the other 4 on here, but maybe if I move Human Torch from here to the other one, and then put the 2 kids in the middle, and then put Reed on the side, and maybe Reed in the middle, Invisible One on this side, and then kids on the right, maybe something like that. On the bottom, things got to be in the middle for sure because he's too big. He doesn't do well in the front areas. But yeah, make sure you guys. UncannySculpt.com. Go get yours. I'm working on more. I'm working on X-Men. I'm working on Batman. I just ordered red and yellow filament. So I'll have that soon so we can start getting the X-Men, Batman, and 2 different Avengers. The same one, but different colors. So the red and black and the red and yellow. That would be interesting to do his translucency as his visibility. That would be an interesting way to do it, especially if that's how they made the figure, was to do it like how they did the Miles Morales invisibility. Oh look at this. Look. So looks like it is a hard mask over top of like a soft mask. That's what it does look like. So maybe that's something I can keep in mind of. Yeah, because even this kind of gives me this kind of rendering right here. It gives me an assumption that it's a hard piece. And the muse could be fun with a bunch of like I would kind of do some scratches and stuff like that to kind of create this texture for when it's painted. It has this like runny blood look to it. all the scratchiness inside the eyes. Spoilers. I don't know. Maybe after I hit, we'll do Bullseye, and then we'll see where we're at. Maybe we can do Muse and a Blind Spot. But like, how tall is Blind Spot? Let's check the Wikipedia. Relationship, physical characteristics. Oh, of course, it doesn't say that. Personal information. Chinese, okay. Chinatown, Trust Soul. I'd have to do some digging into Marvel Unlimited to see if I could find some pictures of him standing right next to Daredevil to see kind of like a better space. It's like, to me, the body frame just already looks like scrawnier than this one. If like this is a Renew Your Vows body, it would have to be something scrawnier. And I would want to see that new Miles Morales body, but I don't know how short he is, because that might be way too short for that. Spidey's height, like 5'10". See, like they put Spidey on that. Oh, you know what? He would be perfect on the Amazing Fantasy body. That's fine. There you go. It's a shorter body than the other one. Yeah, I think wow, shoot, you know how hard is it to get that Secret Wars Spidey? Because that Secret Wars Spidey is on the Amazing Fantasy body, isn't it? Secret Wars Spider-Man. This one. Yeah, because this is Amazing Fantasy. So if you were to put him on this, I feel like this would be a good base body for Blind Spot. Because this should be shorter. Let me see here. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing this. Let's see if we can go to nope, no, not you. Yes. Okay. Come on, stupid head. Alright. So we're gonna check out. So BBTS has it, that's good. I just wanted to make sure it's a base body that's more available to everybody. Because it would suck to create a base body that's not what everybody is able to get. Like if it's like, if I were to create something for Warbird and nobody can get that one, that would suck. All right. So let's scrub ahead. We're watching The Amazing. Let's see. I know he has good size comparisons. Let me do this. Huh. I could have sworn he did. I guess he didn't do a bit about Moffix. He didn't do anything by like the Renew Your Vows one. Dang. Okay, let's go see if we can find somebody else. Let's check MCU Collector. Let's see what he's got. There we go. There we go. That's the Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Friends. And then this wasn't this one like the retro Spidey body and the. I guess he. My God, nobody has an next one. But look at the shorterness of it. So yeah, no, that's definitely the retro Spidey. I just can't tell because of my. You can't see the feet. Wait, this is retro Spidey, isn't it? This isn't Renew Your Vows. See, Kid Omega is okay, but I just hate that the fact that hands. I hate how like stiff the hands are for that one. But at least I think this isn't too bad. Okay, hold on. So I think that could be a good. We did Blind Spot and Muse. Yeah, I think if we did Amazing Fantasy 1, make it for the Amazing Fantasy body, I think that'd be perfect. I gotta read into this. I haven't read anything with Shadowland Daredevil. I gotta read that run. I did read recently the like all the stuff with like Devil's Reign. I caught up on that. And the King of Daredevil, King of the Fist. Yes, King of the Fist. Daredevil. Read that. It was fantastic. So I definitely need to read this set for sure. How much they have? Run. So yeah, okay. So what do you think would be better to do first, Blind Spot or Muse? Because Muse, let me see here. Oh geez. Okay, turn that off. What could we use for Muse? Because it's like Muse really has to get like a hodgepodge of stuff. He's pretty scrawny. He'd probably be an Amazing Fantasy as well because he's a pretty scrawny body. And boots. He'd be good. Like if you had a Mezco figure version of him, it'd be pretty good. Yeah, I'd probably have to do something like this, I guess. Something with the eyes, and then just. But this would all be kind of like. I'd start kind of carving it in a way to also have the bloodiness and to have something texturally there. What would be good? Yeah, see, maybe a Mezco Joker body. That would be perfect because he's already got the white. Oh my god, it's already got the white. Yeah, that punk. Or you can take. Isn't the other one cheaper? The steampunk one. But the that punk Joker, that one's a pretty similar body. You just have to change. You have to dye like the trousers black, and you can get a pretty good base there. Because this is like a tight white shirt that would go up to a mask, and then he's got like gloves, bloodied gloves on. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like. But see, Amazing Fantasy is okay with a body to use, Marvel Legends wise, but it doesn't have the tone that you would need for this because he looks pretty like muscularly toned. I don't know. There was a female version. Maybe there's something. Just, I don't know. Maybe it's pretty recent. Interesting. You know, and it'd be interesting if I were to do it since he doesn't have expressions. Maybe I'd do it in unmasked version with his eyes getting gouged out. That'd be crazy. That'd be wild. Have the mask on him and shit. That'd be wild. Mixed white body. That's not bad. It's here. Oh, something like this. Ugh. Dang, that's kind of an okay body. I don't know. To me, in my standards, doesn't look very good. And this is, of course, better for something that has clothes over top of it for sure. What? That Morbius figure, did that? Let's see here. Hold on. That might actually be a good one to use. Because it's got a white chest, it's got details into it. I just don't know if it's all the way through or not. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. A little too swole. Yeah. Oh, the white vision. That's not a bad idea. White vision. Marvel Legends. This West Coast Avengers one, yeah, that could be. Yeah, you got your pins, but still, it's not bad. And then you can cut it off at the waist here. Who's got black like tactical pants that can be used? I guess there's that Punisher. Which Punisher was that? Let's type in Punisher. There's a couple like there was this one. But this one's I think this is a very thin body too. Yeah, you might be able to actually use this, the new Born Again one. We're going to take the white Vision's top and then cut it off here at the belt. Take off these pieces. Create a strap over top of it. You might be able to get something out from that. G.I. Joe legs. Ooh, I do have a Snake Eyes figure. Yeah, hold on. That's a good idea. That's a better one. But it's like, are they compatible in that way? Can you move like the where the waist is? Because isn't it like a double? It's like a ball joint at the bottom there, versus a swivel like Legends. Let's go. Snake Eyes classified. So this isn't too bad. This is a figure I have too. The movie one. No, this is the movie one. This is the first one. I have a bunch of these ones. Commando one. That's not bad. But see, like the articulation in this area, it's not the same. So are you saying like swapping like here at the waist-ish versus doing the whole, not at the waist, at the like the hip versus the whole waist inner shadow, or swap in some GI Joe legs? I've seen some customs of Daredevil with the legs swapped out for the GI Joe Red Ninja legs. You're right. I've seen that too. Let's see here. Let's see what pops up here. This is the isn't this from Star Wars? Like, this one's cool, but it's a different style. It's too baggy. This is it, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, they just repainted a full Snake Eyes right there. I know I've seen people do it. I'm surprised it doesn't pop up. I thought it was pretty popular. People are using that. Do you guys know anybody on Instagram that has this? I could just look it up. Who has done it? But yeah, if that's possible, I mean, I just want to make sure if I'm going to do it, I need to know an idea of how to make it work in case somebody asks me, or if I can talk about it, like this. Because if I just make something to make something and get out there, then I feel like that's even more of a reason not for somebody to buy it if it hasn't been thought through, at least. MCU Defender Strange. Interesting. Let's see. Legends. Okay, let's see. It's not bad. With a skirt, I can't really see it. I think it could work, to be honest, if you were to paint it. So it's got the bagginess. It's got the boots kind of cut off. But see, the boots have to be kind of like a military boot too. That's better. This is a better look. It's not bad. It's a start. Are they the same boots? No, maybe not. I don't know. They look similar. Killmonger. Killmonger might be the good one. There you go. Let's do MCU Killmonger. Legends. Can't spell. Still can't spell. There we go. Honestly, yes. This could work because this already has a waist swivel. That could work. Yeah, the what if Killmonger. I think you're on to something with that one. So if we take, I have to see if it works, but take the white Vision top, the MCU Killmonger from What If base or lowered legs. You could just like fashion something of a overalls, I guess. To work. What about this one? It's the same body, so it doesn't matter which one you use. This one's still pinless, pins either way. Let's go back to Muse. Yeah, I could see that working. He's got, what is that, like a little backpack he's got on? Like, is it Like in here, in the show, he did overalls. I guess it still is overalls, but what does he have on his back? Yeah, he's like a backpack. That's weird. It's like a backpack overall situation. What the hell? Interesting. Okay. Well, good to know. So at least it's possible. I think it's we figured out the recipe. I think this is a good recipe. If we just get that good head sculpt, put it on there, it'd be look dope. I sent you a post on IG. Okay, hold on a second. God dang it. Come on. Yes, okay, cool. There we go. Alright, hold on. It's G__Ronan. Okay. Alright, let's go here. So yeah, this could work. See, like that would be perfect right there. Interesting. I wonder how they did that. But it's already even close with this whole strap situation here. Do a renew your vows body at the top or white vision body, whatever you want to do, but the pinless one looks good. Like, that looks good. Or Muse right there, boom. Good call there. Ender Shadow. Let's see here. Kaijin says, I need that hair for an Aqualad custom. The Legacy Collection one, but Disney Plus one might look better. Are you talking about the Killmonger one? But yeah, that's pretty. I like that. That came out pretty good. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I dig this. I feel like this isn't too bad. Like, this might be something that's, maybe do Muse for a 1 week situation, and then do a blind spot in another week instead of it doing 2 weeks, and then pair. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, we'll both do both of them together. So I feel like I'm not having to do too much with the sculpts, anyways. Can do that. All right, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll do. I'm already forgetting. Jesus, I'm not forgetting. Just can't think. The Kazar. It'll be the new necklace and new bandage or arm wraps, and then we'll do Bullseye. We'll do a comic Bullseye the way I kind of want to do it. My version of Bullseye. If we want to kind of hit a nice expression too. Kind of crazy expression, and then we were gonna go into I'll try to do the ultimate Bullseye-ish, do what I can, and then we'll jump into Muse and Blind Spot. I feel like that could be pretty cool. I think hitting the Daredevil characters is better anyways, the Marvel Knights ones. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and hopefully next week is another good week. You guys can hang out. I always appreciate you guys chatting. It's always hard for me to chat when I'm sculpting, but I always appreciate it. Hopefully we can wrap up the Kazar set pretty quickly that week, so we have time to work on to the other stuff. So stay tuned for Kraven. He is becoming this Friday, as well as if I can try to get more of these sets out. So like I said, the X-Men, Avengers, and Batman. Those ones will be coming soon. Possibly a Superman if I can get it done. I'm working on Batman, Flash, and Superman. So look forward to more of these wall mounts. They're flat in the back. They could just put on with command strips and they work with Mezco. Very good. I like them. They're solid. It's a way for me to do something, get it out there without having to paint it. So hopefully you guys have a good night and enjoy yourselves, and have a good one, guys. Deuces. Happy Revenge of the